Everybody wants to know the plan. Cooling now watching SummerSlam. Every star wants to lead a brand, but to be the man, you gotta beat the man. It's easy to get that title shot, but harder to leave with the gold. It's easy to talk trash quite a lot, but harder to keep it controlled. So keep it moving, keep it going, keep it pushing, keep it flowing. People don't care if you win the belt, they just want to see you keep it. You're only as good as your last match, and nobody goes undefeated. Grand Slam completed.
Ooh, oh, yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds real nice. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the sample. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the sample, man. The boy Ant did it again for your boy. Hook us up with the intro of SummerSlam Review 2020. And my brother, thank you for coming through once again, dropping that hit once again. Make sure you guys check them out, man. Spotify, iTunes, links will be down in the description. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Watching, bro. Oh, man, ladies and gentlemen, as great as that was, SummerSlam, gotta talk about it, man. We gotta talk about SummerSlam, and I'm excited to let loose tonight, y'all. Let loose, because sadly, after this video, I'm gonna be away for a little bit. I mentioned it on my NXT review yesterday, and I'm gonna mention it once again. Gonna be gone for a couple of days, y'all. Just a couple of days. Probably be back by Saturday or Sunday at best. That's the latest, y'all. Okay, that's the latest. Saturday or Sunday, one or the other. Okay? But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, there will be no content on this channel. I will not be around. So, hopefully you guys stick around. Because usually when I take a hiatus, I lose subs along the way, man. It hurts me. It hurts me. It'd be like little thumbtacks just going through my body. Hopefully it's not like Foley. Oh, man, he went through it. Man. That's why I love Foley. Foley's my favorite of all time, man. My favorite of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about SummerSlam. Thank y'all for coming through. You're watching this right now. You're absolute beasts. Hopefully you stick around all the way to the end. You're a monster if you are. Hit that thumbs up, man. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below on what you guys thought of the show as a whole or anything in particular. Subscribe if you're new. Turn back on notifications. Let's get down to it, man. Let's get down into it. Ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam, or should I say Summer Wham? That was whack. Okay, listen. I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. I have to, because I haven't talked about any matches yet. Some matches were decent. But SummerSlam goes, not one match on this show spoke SummerSlam to me. Not one. I have to be completely honest with you, man. Some of that y'all might not like for me saying that. I apologize, but that's just me, y'all. I feel like every single match was not SummerSlam worthy. Some was decent. Okay, some were decent. We're going to talk about the decent ones. But other than that, that's all I have to say about that. But let's get down to an overall show, every match. Oh, man. Where do we start with first? Should I start at the beginning like how I usually do it? I know you want me to talk about the big you'll never see coming deal. We'll talk about it. I'll say that for last, okay? I'm going to say that for particularly last. So, you might want to stick around for that one. Because I know for a fact y'all will hear me say something about that ending. But ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the show, man. Pre-show, MVP versus Apollo Crews. I hope and pray to God I never see this match again between these two. MVP needs to get out of the ring ASAP, man. It's 2020 MVP. Get out the ring. Just stick on the mic, bro. Stick on the mic. That's your thing now. Get out of the ring. But Apollo Crews wins this match and retains the championship in a match in which, just meh. The only thing I can hope for is, hopefully, I hope it doesn't happen, but I can clearly see Bobby Lashley facing Apollo Crews. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, If that happens, I'm going to rage because what did I say from the very beginning? What did I say from the very beginning? I said it should have been Lashley all along. Lashley should have been the one facing Apollo Crews, not MVP. So they better not go that route. They better not go that route, man, because they're going to make themselves look like complete fools if they go that route. Otherwise, why would you give us MVP? MVP was a waste of time. Leave him on the microphone. That is what he's there for. He is the mouthpiece. Lashley is there to hurt people. Shelton Benjamin, he's a supporter. That's how they should run. That's how it should be. As that's only how it should be. Leave it at that. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, I don't want to see MVP, not even MVP. I don't want to see a Power Crew mix it up with MVP, Lashley, or Shelton Benjamin. Especially Shelton Benjamin, because we seen that match every single week up to this point. So hopefully we see a Power Crew throw hands with none of those dudes. None of them. But I got a feeling we're going to see Lashley and Apollo. Just know you heard from me. If you're hearing it from me first, maybe, I don't know, maybe others are saying it as well. But I'm saying it as well if that's the case. But that's going to happen. That's exactly what's about to happen. I'm pretty sure it is. Because who else is Apollo going to face? I can't think of anybody. Can you? Can you? First match of the night, man. Asuka versus... This is now the show kicking off. Asuka versus Bayley. This was a decent matchup. This match went exactly how I said it was going to go. To the T, folks. I'm telling you right now. I got this right word for word. I said it. I said Sasha Banks was going to help Bayley retain the gold. And that's exactly what happened. There was a decent matchup. I feel like the match they had on Raw was better. But this was still a decent matchup between Asuka and Bayley. Bayley retained the gold. Asuka's not the Smackdown Women's Champion. Later on, she faces Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship, man. That's all I gotta say about it. Not much to say here. Let's keep it moving, y'all. This will probably be a fast review. Shockingly, even though it's a pay-per-view, and I did state that this gonna be the long ones, it might not be as long. It might not be as long, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Next up, man, we see Dominick in the back talking with his dad. He said, "Look, Dad, I love you, but I want to do this on my own, man. I want to be my own man. I want to fight by myself." Rey Mysterio got respected, and that's exactly what he did. So, good little moment there by Dominick and Mysterio, man. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving right here. Kevin Owens appearing out of nowhere on commentary. I don't know why that was even the case, but he was out there. I guess they wanted Kevin Owens on the show, and so they did. They accomplished that goal. He was on the show for a little bit on commentary. So, next up, Raw Tag Team Championship match. Angel Garza and Andrade versus the Street Profits. I have to mention this because this literally made me ill. Attention to detail, folks. Attention to detail. To detail, y'all. Listen up. Montez Ford was poisoned by Selena Vega, right? You would think he would be pissed off, right? Why is the man out there dancing like he having a good time? I know that's his thing, but I feel like this is not the night for that. This is one of those nights when you gotta put the dancing aside and get ready to fight. Because Vega try to poison you, bro. Literally try to poison you. You seen how pissed your wife was. Why aren't you as pissed as she was? I gotta mention that, y'all. Like, that literally made me ill. Like, why Montez not pissed off over this? Okay, I understand you got your business handled in the ring, but still, you're not gonna show some type of aggression. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Anyway, match was decent as well, man. Like this, if you did not see the match on Raw, this is a new match for you. But if you seen the match on Raw, you didn't really miss anything. This is exactly what it felt like. It felt just like the match they had on Monday Night Raw. And I mentioned it already. This is nothing but filler, folks. Tag teams, Smackdown, Raw, doesn't matter. It's a filler time, folks. It's a filler time. And that's exactly what it feels like every single time I watch tag team wrestling on Raw and Smackdown. It's just the case, man. Just what it is. But the Street Profits did win. They retained the gold. However, they did kind of tease the breakup with the Vegas stable. So I'm feeling like we're about to get that, because with Andrade and Garza losing, like this was their moment right here to win, and they didn't win. So Why would you keep them together now? Like, what else can they accomplish? They are losers. Andrade is the bigger loser than Garza is. Garza is a loser right now, and so is Andrade, more so than his partner. The Vegas stable are losers, man. All three are losers. It's Vegas stable, all three are losers. Vegas still hot though, but still she's a loser. You know, the whole group is losers. And at this point, you might as well break them up, because I mentioned it already about Andrade. I mentioned it already. It's at a point where Andrade needs to hit the switch. He's at the same boat, kind of, not exactly, but kind of like Drew McIntyre was when he was a heel. He was at a point where he was a heel, but he was going nowhere. So what did he do? He turned babyface, and look where he's at now. He's now a WWE champion. I'm not saying the same is going to happen to Andrade, but he needs some type of change, okay? Garza can still be what he is right now. Just kind of like a playboy type S, heel like S, you know? He can still be that. But I feel like Andrade needs this more right now. He needs to turn babyface. I'm going to keep iterating, y'all. Andrade needs to turn babyface. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I feel like it's time. It's now. The time is now. Have Garza turn on Andrade, and have Garza and Andrade be the first feud. Garza can be the heel in that. Andrade can be the babyface. And then after that, I don't know. But anything to make Andrade a babyface right now. I feel like it needs to happen, y'all. It needs to happen now. Because the man is just a loser right now. He's not going anywhere. And I don't see his heel role doing any wonders right now on Raw. At all. At all. The damage has been done. Next up, Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. Loser leave WWE. Before I talk about the match, I understand. I didn't even mention this on Twitter, but I did mention everything else. But I ain't mentioned this on Twitter. I understand that Sonya Deville went through a tragedy. I really, really do. However, as a viewer watching, I have to still be like analytic. I still have to analyze what I see on television from the feud that they're having, okay? You know, I have to still analyze it from that perspective. That's the only thing that I'm going to come across right now, what I'm about to say right now. First off, the match was garbage. It was absolutely garbage. Mandy Rose have shown us that she is not even close to being ready for the big spotlight. Not even close. To be honest with you, I think Lacey Evans is more ready than Mandy Rose, to be honest with you. That's just my honest opinion. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but hey, I'm not saying Lacey Evans is ready either, but she's more ready than Mandy. Holy shit, man. Mandy Rose, I don't know what this was. But Sonya Deville, hey, listen. Sonya Deville might have some of the tools to be that person, but maybe after she comes back, because I know what's going to happen, because she did lose. Maybe when she comes back, she's going to get that big reaction that we're expecting her to get after what happened to her recently. You know? So that could be work. That could work in her favor. That could work in her favor. You know? But right now, the match, I feel like it should have been more vicious. It should have been more anger, you know? I feel like they was kind of playing a little too safe. You know? This was a feud building for months. Like, after everything, like, this is what you got for them. This is what you got for those two. Just playing to save. Like, nobody even go through a table tonight. They brought the tables and nobody went through it. None of them. This match was garbage. Matter of fact, this was the worst match of the night. This was honestly the worst match of the night, believe it or not. It was that bad, man. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Sonya Deville loses. She goes away for a little while, and I know she's going to come back. She's fired for now, but she's going to come back. She's going to come back. They always do. She's fired for now, pretty much. They might should just say, Sonya fired for now, bye. You know, she ain't going anywhere. She ain't going anywhere. Next up, man, Dominick Mysterio versus Seth Rollins street fight. This was one of the more entertaining matches of the night. Honestly, this was the one match I was most entertained by than any of them. I'm not saying the match was fantastic. It was decent. It was a decent matchup. As far as Dominick Mysterio goes, did he impress? Absolutely. I feel like for his first match, he has somewhat impressed me. But I will say this though. He wasn't as not impressive as Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee was honestly more impressive than Dominick Mysterio. And I'm not taking that back, y'all. I'm not taking that back. That's exactly how I feel. 100%. Pat McAfee impressed me more so than Dominick Mysterio. Yes. Let's continue. Rey Mysterio was, most of the time in the match, he was concerned about his son. We seen the mom in the back. You know, she came out there, you know, concerned for her son. He was going through the candlestick attack once again from Seth Rollins. Murphy even got in the mix at times, you know. I honestly thought that, I didn't honestly thought, but we seen Seth Rollins going straight for the mother once he had Mysterio handcuffed and Dominic on the ground. I thought he was going to at least do something, like at least like mess with her or something, but he didn't get anywhere near her. Dominic came for the rescue, protecting his mother as he should, attacking Seth Rollins. He did everything he could, man. Dominic did everything he could to win this match, but unfortunately, he did not. He fought hard, he looked it good sometimes, and he lost. He lost to Seth Rollins. And I knew that was going to happen because I feel like this is the same Seth Rollins. Listen to me, y'all. This is the same Seth Rollins that beat Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. You know, you can't have Seth Rollins lose to Dominic, especially on his first night. You know, Dominic is not hurt by this at all. He lost to Seth Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins, like the one of the top guys right now. Like he's not hurt by this by any means. He looked it good. He fought hard. He even paid homage to Eddie Guerrero tonight. Hit the frog splash. The frog splash wasn't perfect, but it was okay. You know, okay frog splash. But still, he paid homage to Eddie Guerrero, which I love, man. And I wish Eddie Guerrero could have watched him wrestle. I really wish, man, he could have been there for him. But he was there in spirit. So I guess you could say he was still kind of there in a way, man. And Seth Rollins wins. I don't know where Seth Rollins even go from here. You know, he had Rey Mysterio numbered the entire time. Where does he go from here? Does he now continue his beef with Aleister Black, who will be on the Kevin Owens show on Raw Monday? And speaking of Raw, Keith Lee coming to Raw tomorrow. I wish they didn't even announce it. Why they can't just make it a surprise, you know? Why they gotta announce it? Why you gotta announce it, WWE? Why can't you just surprise us with Keith Lee? Just have his music hit and he shows up. Why? Nothing special anymore in this company. Nothing. They don't make nothing special anymore. Nothing. Yeah, they surprised us with the ending, but I'll get to that in a second. But you could have simply just waited for Monday to announce that. Seriously. Not even announce it, just have him show up. Crazy. Crazy. That pissed me off when I seen that clip of Keith Lee. Once I seen that, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. And he going to Monday Night Raw. I feared for his career. He might be alright at the beginning, as always, as all of them are. Well, mostly all of them. But I feared for his career. He's on Monday Night Raw. I should be. Let's continue, folks. Next Asuka match, Asuka versus Sasha Banks. This was also a decent match. This is another decent match from the show, as I knew what was going to happen. Asuka took a nasty bump in this match, man. I would be shocked if she does not have a concussion right now. Oh my goodness, man. She got powerbombed by Sasha Banks on the mat, yo, on the floor. And she hit hard. And I mean hard. That was insane, man. Totally insane. Totally insane. But Asuka fought, man. And let me tell you, the same thing kind of happened in the first match. We seen Bayley got on the apron, kind of trying to distract Asuka. Did it work in Sasha Banks' favor? Absolutely not. Asuka a lot. We seen Sasha come out for Bayley. Bayley gets knocked out by Asuka. And then eventually, after being in the hole for so long, she eventually taps out, man. So Sasha is no longer the Raw Women's Champion. Asuka is, and I'm pretty sure now, because we seen it on the kickoff, now we're about to see Asuka versus Shayna Baszler for the Raw Women's Championship. That's about to happen next. Now, they did mention Nia Jax as well. She's in that mix. She's in the round, but she is suspended. But at the same time, she got this beef going on with Shayna Baszler. So, I feel like that with Nia Jax in the mix, you know, they have to get that done with first before Shayna Baszler can move on to Asuka. Or unless they have all three, triple threat, you know, at Payback or something. I don't know. Maybe they might have Sasha get her rematch. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all. But I do know this. Sasha Banks and Bayley must defend the Women's Tag Team Championships. We're kind of seeing the dysfunction between the two now. We seen Sasha just totally upset about losing the Raw Women's Championship. She is no longer Sasha 2 Banks, I think she called it. But We seen the dysfunction kind of here, like the unhappiness of Sasha Banks right now. This gonna start the dysfunction of Bayley and Sasha Banks, and I think when they lose the women tag team titles, that's going to completely escalate it even higher to a point where it could potentially be completely over. Okay, so I feel like that's about to happen right now. As far as who take the title from Sasha and Bayley, it has to be Rhea Riott and Liv Morgan, right? Right? I don't know anybody else. Let me know if anybody else, y'all. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, you got the Iconics in there, but I don't think it's going to be them. I only think it's going to be Rhea Riott and Liv Morgan, honestly. But Sasha Banks no longer champion. Asuka is now the champion, and could see Shayna Baszler right there. Next, WWE Championship, man. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. I don't know what it is. I mentioned this before when Randy Orton fought Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. I hated that match. I said it on that night. It was something about Randy Orton's matches, man, up to that point where it just doesn't resonate with me. Here against Drew McIntyre, I felt the same thing I felt on that night when Kofi Kingston fought Randy Orton. I don't know what it is, y'all. It's something about Randy Orton matches that doesn't resonate with me. I don't know if it's just too slow. I don't know if it's just... I don't know what it is. I feel like it's just too slow. I'm just going to go with that because that's what I felt like most of the damn time during this match. It felt too slow, man. And it didn't pick up until the last 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. I swear, man. And Drew McIntyre didn't win with the Claymore kick. He actually won with a rope, like some type of rope. I can't remember how the pin went anyway, but he did win. He did win, and a lot of people, I mean a lot of people were upset over this. A lot of y'all thought Randy was going to win. I probably thought he was going to win too, but that was not the case. I want to mention this to y'all right now, man. For those of you who are complaining about Drew McIntyre, let me explain something to you. WWE, okay? I mentioned this already too, man. I mentioned this already. They don't know how to book baby faces. This is an absolute fact, okay, y'all? They don't. They don't know how to book baby faces. They don't. This is why most of y'all are saying Drew McIntyre is boring. He's a boring champion. He's stale. He's dull. Because they don't know how to book him. They don't know how to book baby faces. We said the same thing about Seth Rollins. Boring, dull. Every single babyface, and even Kofi Kingston in his title reign, boring, uninteresting. Every single time a babyface it has a main championship or any championship, they're just boring. Some are even saying that about Apollo Crews right now, boring as hell. I said the same thing about Apollo Crews. He may be good in the ring, but he's boring. He needs some type of charisma to him. It's a fact, y'all. Like, we need to analyze that and just glue that to our brain cells, y'all. They don't know how to put baby faces. They don't. Now, I'm not going to say I'm like happy that Drew McIntyre is a champion. I mean, I'm happy that he is a champion, but I realize what's going on at the same time. You know, what I'm trying to say is. Now, Randy Orton, maybe he get another shot, you know. Maybe Payback will be his night, you know. But unfortunately, this was not that night. Drew McIntyre was the champion. Randy Orton lost. I don't think it should get any rematches because he did lose. So I don't know what they do from here. Maybe they get Keith Lee in the mix, but I think that's way too soon. Way too soon for him. He got to work his way up the ladder. So I don't know, man. Like, maybe Aleister Black. Maybe they might push Aleister Black. You know, but he haven't done anything to deserve a championship match. Maybe he'll get the opportunity on Raw Monday. I don't know, man. But one thing we do know, Randy Orton, he's out. He lost, y'all. We gotta realize that. Randy Orton lost, he is out. And Drew McIntyre still the champ. Drew McIntyre is still the champion. Last but certainly not least, Braun Strowman versus The Fiend for the Universal Championship. I already knew this match was gonna be terrible. The only reason why I was most intrigued by this match the most is because of Alexa Bliss. I said it, man. Alexa Bliss, love or hate her, Alexa Bliss had made this match more interesting because we all thought universally that she was going to play a major factor in this match. I know I did. Did she? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We got just a straight up Fiend victory in which he did to Sister Abigail and the Uranagi once on the wood in the ring. They went to the back a little bit, did whatever, and then came back. The match was terrible. Like, the match was honestly overall just terrible. It was physical, but it was still bad to me. Now, the Fiend did win the championship. Now, as far as the "you're never gonna see it coming" tagline, I will give WWE that credit because I did not see that coming. I'm pretty sure you guys did not see that coming. The one man who we all thought was not even going to show up on this night, I expected. I did not expect it, man. Roman Reigns, yes, I did not stutter. Roman freaking Reigns, y'all, show up, attack the Fiend and Braun Strowman, letting them know, man, this is still my yard and this is my damn championship. Because remember, Roman Reigns was supposed to face Goldberg at WrestleMania, but that did not happen, obviously, because Roman Reigns wanted to stay home. Now that's the real life truth, but the storyline truth, they never really explained to us. So I'm pretty sure they're going to mention something right here now that Roman Reigns is back. But he will make that claim that I'm supposed to face Goldberg at WrestleMania, but I didn't get the opportunity. I guess he probably going to say something like political or like company-wise, or the authority kept me down, something like that he's going to say. And he's going to eventually get his match with the Fiend. But as far as the Fiend goes, now that Roman back in the picture, see you later, Fiend. See you later. Your Mystique was already destroyed by Goldberg. Now about to be destroyed more by Roman Reigns. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, sad, but that's about to happen, folks. Roman Reigns about to beat the Fiend, and he about to become a champion, which I have no issue with. Just want to reiterate that. But this doesn't smell well for the Fiend, man. This does not smell well for the Fiend. I don't care about Strowman. Strowman, he shouldn't have been this opportunity to begin with. The only reason why he was the champion in the first place because Roman Reigns stepped away. This was not his position in the first place. But he took it. I'm pretty sure you guys would take it too, right? Yeah, I know. I know. But there was no Alexa Bliss to make this interesting. No Bliss, you know. But she did play a well role then wherever she was at, you know. And Roman Reigns back. So, payback. I'm pretty sure we're going to get the Fiend versus Roman Reigns. Maybe Braun Strowman might be in the mix as well. Might get a triple threat. I can see that happening. Triple threat. Fiend, Roman, and Braun Strowman at payback for the Universal Championship. That's about to happen. I'm feeling like that attack on Braun Strowman just added that mix. Just added that, you know. Overall, y'all, this SummerSlam was awful overall as a show, as a whole, as a total. None of these matches resonate with me as far as SummerSlam goes. The ending was the only like thing worthwhile for this whole entire show that was SummerSlam worthy. Because nobody seen it coming. We didn't even see Retribution tonight. We still got no answer between them. I don't even care at this point. I'm still interested in them, but I don't give a damn, man. I really don't care what they got to say now, because it's at a point, I mentioned this already on Smackdown Review. They're doing these dumb tactics, but we still don't know why they're doing it. And it's kind of getting annoying now. So it's either you tell us why you're doing it for, or just sit off television until you're ready to reveal yourself and then tell us why you're doing it. Please? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for now, I have to give you guys a farewell for a little while. Make sure you guys support my content. Hit the like button, comment, share this video, Facebook, Twitter, you know, everywhere. Everywhere you can, man. Every social media site you could think of, share. Share this video, man. Cause I know everybody go talking about SummerSlam, so I need you guys support, man. So make sure you guys share this, like, comment, subscribe, turn on both on notifications, and I will see each and every single one of you on Saturday or Sunday. Peace, y'all. Oh, one last thing.